Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I want to start this video off by saying that I hope that you and your loved ones are safe and healthy during this very weird time. I did take March off of posting, so I haven't filmed in a while, and this is the first time I've done my makeup in a couple weeks. And my hair, but I wanted to try and put something positive out there during this really weird time. So today I'm sharing 10 things that are keeping me sane right now. I know that it's been rough for me and my family. My sister is in a wheelchair and has a disability, so she would be considered at risk for COVID-19. So we are doing our best to stay in and stay at home as much as possible. We are all working from home right now, so I'll get into some of the things that you that relate to like how we're doing stuff outside of the house, but without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing is an app and a website. It's called Broadway HD. So it was one of those things that I saw like mid-March of posting on Facebook, somebody being like, watch Broadway musicals for free, blah, 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 like special for your kids, entertain, whatever. And so I looked into it, and it comes with a 7-day free trial, but we actually forgot to cancel it before the 7 days were up, so we have at least 1 month of it. It's really not that expensive. It's $8.99 US for a month, but it is like Broadway musicals, not every single musical, but there's things like Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, the Les Mis 25th anniversary concert, there's like Phantom of the Opera, Love Never Dies, there's like Daddy Longlegs, Kinky Boots. There's a lot of different ones. It's not like every single musical, but they do think they release like new content each month. But there's like ballet and just plays, and then there's like a Disney Broadway concert thing. There's a lot. So like if you take into consideration what you'd be paying to go see one musical or play or anything like that, like it pays for itself over and over and over. But that has been something that has definitely been keeping me sane, and I love musicals. I was actually supposed to go see Hamilton on my birthday, which is coming up, so that's been hard to miss, but this is kind of making it a little bit better. A little bit. I wish Hamilton was on it, but it's not. Next is a TV show, The Office. So it started as like Ethan and I would catch the odd episode on the TV, and then I think the first 5 seasons, but it's on Netflix. And then we went away for the weekend, and I wasn't sure if the Airbnb was gonna have cable, so I brought like the box set, and we started watching it from where we were from watching it on TV. And then once all of this started, I just was like, I just need a mental break, and The Office has been it for me because it just makes me laugh. And I've really only seen it all the way through once, but like I have been binging it. Like so we were on season 3 in February, and I'm on season 8 now, so I'm probably gonna finish it pretty soon. But it's just helped me to take my mind off of things, and it makes me laugh, and I just have really enjoyed it. So I would recommend finding something that is that to you, just to find a show that helps you escape. Next is The Sims 4. So again, on Facebook I saw somebody being like, oh, it's on sale because of everything. So it's $6.24 right now. It's regular like $50. So if you used to play The Sims, or you want to play The Sims, like now would be a really good time. It would take up a lot of time. It would be something to distract you, something to focus on, and I've enjoyed getting back into it. It was one of the first Christmases that Ethan and I were together, and we like gifted each other The Sims 3. So like I used to play it all the time, and so now going back, it's funny, but that is something that I've been enjoying. Next is like our food, what has been keeping us sane food-wise. So the first thing is the like meal planning program app that I use. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, it's called Plan to Eat. So I first heard about it from Blair Lamb, but it is a meal planner, so you can import recipes into it, either like manually from like your favorite cookbook, or you can just copy and paste a link from Pinterest, any blog, anything like that. But so it imports the recipe, and then you have the recipe in it, so you can cook like from the app. It has all this, it formats it and everything, that you can do like step by step or just an overview of it. And then it has a planning section where it has like the calendar and the different meals of the day that you can, once you have a bunch of recipes, you can drag and drop into the different days, which makes meal planning super fast. But then it also makes a grocery list. So there's like a cook tab, a plan tab, and then a shop tab. So it makes the shopping list based on what the recipe calls for. So, but you can easily go through and just like remove stuff. You can sort it by like, you can have, I want this certain ingredient to be from this grocery store and this from this grocery store if you shop at multiple grocery stores. I haven't gotten that fancy with it yet, but it has made meal planning so much easier and so much faster and so much easier to stay on top of. And like, especially because grocery shopping is a lot different. But the other number 4 is grocery pickup. So we are trying not to go in the grocery store unless we absolutely have to. And what we've been doing lately is getting the Plan to Eat shopping list ready and then doing PC Express pickup at our local Loblaws, and just adding stuff to the cart from the list. But it's made it so much easier and to coordinate, like, because we have the next like 2 weeks scheduled, that we know that we're covered up until this date and then we're covered up until this date, and like planning, it's just made it so much easier and less stressful that I would definitely recommend it. You can get a 30-day free trial with Plan to Eat. I'll link it below, but I'll link everything below. But Plan to Eat has been a lifesaver. If you sign up now, then maybe cancel it. But it's not very expensive month to month either, but on Black Friday they generally have a sale where it's half off. So that was when I subscribed, and that's what we've been using. If you want like a dedicated video about how we're doing that, just let me know. I probably will do one eventually, whether it's now or once Ethan and I are in our own house. Okay, whew, I'm getting winded. I haven't filmed in a while. Next is a game that we've been playing, which is Disney Color Brain. So it's a card game that you can play with a bunch of players, like on teams. But so everybody gets these color cards, and so that's like your hand, and then there's a question that gets read that's specific to Disney. So it'll be like the Jewel and Jasmine's hairband from Aladdin, and it's one color, and then you play the card face down of what you think it is, and then everybody does that, and then you turn it over, and then whoever gets it right gets a point. But then if you all get it right, then the next round whoever gets it would get 2 points and stuff like that. It's a really fast game, like it's 20 minutes, but it's hard. Like, you think you know something, and like because it's so detail oriented, like it makes you want to watch or look at the box for like different things. Like I think it was like the color of Woody's scarf, like very detailed, but very fun. I saw it on a Tim Tracker blog, was the first time I saw it, and they have like a regular Color Brain if you don't want the Disney version. But that has been fun and something that has been distracting. Next is reading. So for the first couple weeks of this, I was so overwhelmed that I couldn't read, and I am a person who is always reading something, so that was really hard for me to like not have that. But now I finally, like, understand that this is going to be, it's not a 2-week thing. Like, so I don't know if accepting that has like made it easier, but I have been able to read now. I think I'm almost done my 3rd book, but having that back is just so much nicer, and I have enjoyed it. I mean, if you have a lot of time, read something. But the one thing that I did think of is I read Julie Andrews' 2nd book about like her life and her years in Hollywood. But while reading that, I was like, you know what would be a really good idea during this time is like find a book of an actor or an actress that you admire. For me, it would be Julie Andrews, and that's why I read that. But read the book and then watch a bunch of the movies that are like mentioned in it, or like go through their entire filmography, or just not discography, but all of the movies that they've been in. Like, that'd be a really fun way to stay entertained, and you're like, you're learning about behind the scenes stuff, you know. I just thought that that would be a fun thing to do and would keep you busy depending on the career of the person that you're reading about. But reading has been, I missed it, and I'm very happy to be back in it. Next is exercise. So I have done a couple different workout like programs in the last few years. So I did the 21-day fix for like months and months before our wedding in 2018, and then last year I did the 80-day obsession, and this year I've been doing Lift 4. So all of these programs are from Beachbody, and they're all available on Beachbody On Demand, which is their app. But I've been experiencing lower back pain, which I've never really had pain like this, like stick around for so long before, and obviously like it's not that bad that I'm gonna go to the doctor or anything like that right now, but it has been challenging. So I was kind of worried about continuing the program that I was doing, didn't know if that was making it worse, but I kind of let it be an excuse, and wasn't working out, was like too overwhelmed to do something. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try the 21-day fix real time. So Lift 4 is 4 days a week, and they're like different, so there's like HIIT and weightlifting, and then 21-day fix is only for 21 days. Lift 4 is 8 weeks too, by the way. But and then 21-day fix is 7 days a week, but 30 minutes, and for some reason I was like, oh, that's less. But it's only 21 days, so I was like, you know what, baby steps, like let's do that. And so I've been doing that, and it got me back into it. It was something that motivated me to get back into working out on a regular basis. I have taken a couple days off because my back has flared up a little bit, but I'm 2 weeks into it now. I have 1 week left, and then as soon as that's done, I'm gonna go back into Lift 4. In terms of 21-day fix versus 21-day fix real time came out last year, and so the original is just 7 workouts, and you watch each of them 3 times, and then the real time is 21 different videos, and they change up the order of the workouts in each week, and then they also like make it a little bit harder each week. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I prefer the regular one, especially with the back pain that I'm experiencing. The ways that it's making it harder is just a lot of unnecessary twisting, in my opinion, and like just things that it's like, when I'm doing arms, why am I doing a leg lift when I'm doing a chest press, like a legs going down like this while you're going like that, like, because that hurts my back. So I prefer the regular one, even though it's watching the same videos over and over again. But whatever floats your boat, that's just my opinion. But exercise has given me a bit of a mental escape. I've gotten back into it. I feel better that I'm working out, and do you really want to, like, trying not to come out of quarantine having gained weight? You know, when you're home, it's like, oh yeah, I could work out all day, but really like 30 minutes, come on. Okay, next baking. So I went to school for baking, so obviously I love it, but it's one thing that definitely like soothes me. I'm trying not to bake too much because then there'll be too many things that I want to eat, and again, don't want to come out of quarantine weighing a lot more than I did before it started. But a couple of things that I've been making pizza dough every week. We've like normally we kind of alternate between doing homemade pizza and taking takeout, but normally we just buy the pizza dough from the grocery store, but I've been making it, so that's been like calming. And then I've also made a banana bread, which was really good, and I even made some bagels last week, so I'll leave some of those recipes down below. But baking is just calming. I feel like a lot of people are probably baking right now, so if you've been baking, let me know what you've been making. But yeah, it's something, and I love bread, so making bread is kind of where I've been going, but using up bananas and stuff like that. So that is something that has been keeping me sane. Number 9, setting small goals. So I feel like a lot of people probably felt this way, that it's like, oh, I'm gonna be like working from home, I can get so much more done in a day. But like, this takes a mental toll on you. Like, it's heavy. So like, lower your expectations a little bit, and that's definitely what I've had to do. Like, if normally I'd put like 5 things on my to-do list, like I put 3 now, so that I can still feel like I'm getting stuff done, but like being realistic with that and just setting some smaller goals. Like, one thing for me is I normally post every single day on Instagram, and I have not been able to post consistently since this started, since the parks have been closed, because I just feel weird about it. But I'm trying to get back into it, trying to get back into routines of things that I was doing before, but just knowing that it's okay if I don't get everything done. Just set small goals. And the last thing, have something to look forward to. So I'm sure I'm not the only one that has canceled plans because of this. We were supposed to go to Disney the first week of May, and I've been planning it for a long time, and we've rescheduled, so fingers crossed. But like, that was really hard. I know that like the park's probably not even going to be open, but I knew that it was the right decision. But like, that sucks. And like, we were supposed to go see Hamilton. Like, we waited how many years for Hamilton to come to Toronto, and then waited and waited to get tickets, and then finally got tickets, and now this. But I'm not gonna let this stop me from like dreaming and from thinking about what's gonna happen when this is all over, and where we're gonna go and what we're gonna do, and like, find something to look forward to, even if it's planning something really far off. Just try to stay positive. There is something that has come of this that I'm excited about, that I think is gonna make May a lot easier. It's not, I don't know, something that was like gonna happen. I feel like this is making it seem like it's something that it's not. It's not a baby, okay? But something that was going to eventually happen at some point, that it's like, well, why not now? So, but having one thing to focus on, and to prepare for, seriously, it's not a baby, but it's taking my mind off of something. It's pointing it in a different direction towards something positive, giving us something to focus on and prepare for. Let me know if you have any guesses as to what it is. But it's gonna make May easier. Like, instead of being like this time in how many weeks I'd be in Disney, it's making it something else that is exciting. So I'm trying not to be like super evasive about it, but also I still want to keep it a secret until that day. But seriously not a baby. But yeah, it's just such a weird time, and to be honest, like, blogging has been hard. I talked about this in my newsletter that went out at the beginning of the month, but just like, I think that even if I just didn't take March off of blogging, like, I wouldn't have been able to post. So hopefully this is something positive, even if it's just listening to me ramble for I don't even know how many minutes, but hopefully this just helps to take your mind off of things and give you some ideas for things that can help keep you sane during this really weird time. So let me know what you guys have been doing to keep yourselves busy, and I hope that you all stay safe, stay healthy, stay home if you can, and if you are out there working the front lines, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in another one soon.